So my name is Tony Escamilla. I'm the owner of Villa Property Inspections out here in Southern California. We've been in business for 26 years. I'm a licensed general contractor and a building inspector. So I work with some of the local cities doing inspection work for them. We inspect everything from a single family home up to hospitals and office buildings. And so recently we pivoted because of the need of the community, and we started doing home hardening inspections. And for those of you who don't know what home hardening is basically taking your home and making it resistant to fires. I had the distinct experience of being boots on the ground in Altadena the day after the fires. It was just mind-blowing. To stand where I am today, for example, and look around in every direction, and there is absolutely nothing. I stood in front of houses that were standing when every other house around them burned down. Why? I'm looking at this right here, and it says, building a playbook for response and recovery. So I want to add one more word in there, is for preparation. If you are prepared ahead of time, you are going to be able to respond better. Somebody asked me a little while ago, hey, aren't you nervous to go up on stage and speak? I said, not really, because you know what, I know what I'm talking about, and Kimberly, you might actually have to pull me off stage. The reason why those houses survived, the ones that I just told you about, because they were built to different standards than some of the old houses. You know what burned the houses down? It wasn't the roofing material. It was all the dry leaves from the surrounding trees. Because when the embers are coming straight at your house at 70 miles an hour, they're going to hit the wall and they're going to circle up. I feel very strongly about the fact that most of those houses did not have to burn. You can walk away from that property knowing that you're probably going to come back to a standing building. We knew that the Santa Anas were coming in January. We knew days ahead that there was coming. Well, of course, we didn't know that the fires were coming, but we knew that the winds were coming. But there was this one particular house, and I took a picture of it, that had mulch in the entire front yard. And they literally drove the fire to their doorstep with that mulch. Now, fire ladder is when something burns down here, but then there's an overhanging branch that hasn't been trimmed from a tree. It's going to burn here. It's going to jump onto whatever's on top of it, and it's going to burn whatever's on top of it. That's a fire ladder. And I saw a lot of houses that burned down, unfortunately, because people were afraid of getting looted. And even driving here, I saw a lot of properties. And the question that came to mind, there's a lot of automatic gates. Now, what's going to happen when there's a fire and that the power goes out? How are you going to open that gate? How are you going to let the firefighters in? But one of two things is going to happen. The embers are not going to have anywhere to land because the wind is going to drive right past your house instead of hitting the fence and coming down. And two, you're going to allow the firefighters to be able to get to your backyard to fight a fire that might be on the hillside. Can anybody tell me, for example, everybody knows this, you strap down your water heater. Why? Why do we strap down our water heaters? The building code was written not for the water spilling. If your water heater falls over during an earthquake, we don't care that the water is spilling. What we care about is that ruptured gas line that's going to happen if it falls over. Or worse yet, I saw this happen before. It causes a leak. Your water heater is still working. You now have an active gas leak inside your closed garage and an open flame from the water heater. Now, during an earthquake, is the house going to fall apart if it's not bolted? No, it's not. But is it going to fall off the foundation? Yeah, very likely. It's going to tilt off of the foundation. Those dishes in your kitchen are going to be projectiles, depending on the intensity of the earthquake. They're literally going to fly across the room. YouTube it, it's mind-blowing. You need to get out of the house. Don't come looking for me. I told my kids, don't come looking for me. I am going to come looking for you, and if I can't get to you, you get out of the house, and we're going to meet here. And everybody on your team should know exactly what the plan is. They should know what their role is, and they should practice it more than anything else. If you take nothing away from today, is practice. In that moment, if you don't know what to do, If you haven't practiced it, you're gonna freeze. I've seen the good, I've seen the bad, I've seen the ugly, and sadly, I've seen the oh my gods. And you never wanna walk in and say, oh my God, because that's a really, really bad day.